Hello, my crafty friends. This is Wendy with Wendy's Crafty Life. What I have for you today is a couple of cheat sheet cards that I have made for myself when I'm making cards. This is great for new people getting to start making cards and that, so you have your numbers right away. But it's become very handy because sometimes I'm just not thinking of numbers when I'm trying to pick colors and choose paper and stamps and everything else. So what I've done here is I've taken your regular card that you make from cardstock, 5.5 by 4 1/4, and I've made all of the layers for it by 1/4 inch increments. So when I'm making a card and I wonder which size layer I want to use, I just quickly look at this one and say, okay, I don't want orange right out close to the edge of the card. I want a little more of the card behind it. Or maybe I've embossed it or something and I want to see more of that, so I want to go to like a blue layer or the purple layer. Well, those are right down here. If I want to layer some designer papers and maybe I want the orange layer here at the back with the designer paper showing a nice border edge on the card, but I don't want to cover it all, then yes, I might use the orange size layer for my designer paper, and I might use the purple or the white for my stamping size of my card. Also, for the inside, I like to give an extra layer on the inside for two reasons. One, I like to give a little more stability to the card, and two, if I'm using a colored card, well, obviously I'm going to put in a white on the inside or something like that. Sometimes white with just the red behind it or whatever color you're using is enough. But I like to layer sometimes too, depending on the card that I'm making, and sometimes put a colored layer as well as the white layer to write on and then stamp it a bit on the inside as well. So I just make this cheat card. This one here is a card that I bought from Michael's with the envelopes, the cards and envelopes packages, and it's 5 by 6.5. And I did the same thing. I put all my different increment sizes and all the colors, what size they are. So again, same idea. And you could do this with really anything. If you have a quick card that you like to do, a certain specific fold or something that you like to do. I have a couple of those. Let's see. I have a couple of cheat sheets for quick folds like this. Like here is a quick fold that I just scribbled on. I made my fold and then I just wrote each layer of paper that's going to go on, what all my cuts are, where my scoring marks are going, and so on. And then I just make a cheat card with that. I grabbed another one here, and this is kind of a stand-up card. So it's flat, but then it stands up behind a little layer here. So again, I put my cheat measurements all on the piece of paper. And then this one is the same thing, but it's your tall card. So I would put a full front on this half so that when you stand it up, it would be standing up this way on top of that, like it would be like this. So it would fold down and then stand up. So all I do is take plain pieces of cardstock and I write my notes all over them to make the cheat notes for what you're doing. So I have all kinds of those right on my table all the time, so when I want to quickly make something, I don't have to go through my mind trying to remember what all the measurements were. So this is my quick cheat sheet tips for the day, and hopefully that will help some of you. Thanks, and have a great day.